and welcome to IB 101. If you're watching this, you are probably in some grade in IB, so yay, welcome to the IB family. So, hi, I'm Diane. I don't know what that curly hair is, but I'm a senior in IB and will soon be graduating a week from now. Yay, class of 2018. Super excited. I've learned so much from the program. Sunglasses, yep. So, the description of the day-to-day life as a senior, your day-to-day life is pretty much the same as anyone else's. I mean, you just have a little bit more work. So, your day-to-day life will consist of going to the designated classes you chose as a sophomore. It's pretty regular. You walk into class, you sit next to your friends, or not your friends. I mean, they're looking at me pretty ugly. But you sit next to your friends, and as soon as the teacher closes the door, this garden of knowledge spills, which makes it different from other classes. That's my biology teacher. Shout out to Miss Bearstein. And as we all know, the one thing we all take from biology is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So, this garden of knowledge is definitely what makes IB different from other classes. You'll never be bored. You'll always be learning something new and something more advanced, and it'll just keep you growing. Also, as a senior, your day-to-day life will consist of wrapping up your extended essay and beginning and finishing those IAs, or internal assessments for each course, as well as writing those pesky, sneaky IAs, which we all somehow forget about, and amongst other things like studying and doing homework. But hold on, for my freshmen, don't get scared. I promise it isn't as overwhelming as it sounds. You won't always be super busy, so you guys can relax. There will still be those days where you just seem like you have nothing to do, and I know that sounds cool now, but trust me, when Netflix is asking you if you're still watching and you'll click yes, wishing you had something to do, and you're just like, ugh, Netflix, don't judge me. So, however, the day-to-day life varies depending on what grade you're in. So if you're watching this as a freshman, let me tell you, dude, IB is not the hardest at your age. The amount and level of homework you have is nowhere near the homework you'll have as a junior and senior, realistically speaking. That 5-page paper you have to write by tomorrow is a piece of cake. You'll get the hang of it. Now, you sophomores, hey, you made it past the cringy freshman stage. I know you got the hang of it, so the ride is pretty smooth from here. You're growing into a better managed student, and you got to choose your classes, so you'll no longer be pre-IB. You have so many choices to choose from, and like I said, this will help make IB just a bit more interesting. So for the juniors, I know it's probably a bit stressful. You had the same old as the rest of the classes. However, you got some new components like the extended essay and TOK. And of course, your teachers will always be there to help you along the way in your writing process. Like I said, we're all in this together. So some advice for my freshmen. Do implement good time management skills from now. I promise that those will carry on with you forever. I mean, it's a really good habit. You should also learn more about the program from teachers and students and get involved in something you enjoy so that you don't get caught up in stress too early. Woo! So what not to do. So don't be afraid to ask for help. I know it can be intimidating being in a room full of brilliant kids, but I can guarantee you'll all need help at some point, so don't be shy. Another thing, do make good friends. You're going to be with these kids for 4 years, and you guys are going to help each other out at some point, and you guys need each other. Do communicate with your teachers. You should be kind with your teachers and communicate with them. You'll build a bridge that'll help you across any obstacle you may come across. And for my sophomores. Alright, sophomores. You guys are choosing the classes you're going to be taking for the rest of your IB career. So do look into the classes that you're choosing. Talk to the teachers, maybe read the syllabus beforehand, because sometimes the classes aren't always what they seem. and you should know about them a bit ahead of time, and of course teachers will really appreciate your effort. You should also learn about all of the CAS projects and join as many of them as you'd like. These are actually the really fun part because whatever you're into, there will be something catered to your likes. So if you like sports, you can be a coach for C4K. If you like art, you can join It's Your World and make art out of recycled trash. And it's pretty fun. So for my juniors, hello juniors. Do start thinking about some IA ideas so you can get ahead of the game and learn what an IA comprises of, learn what an EE comprises of, and pick a topic that genuinely interests you because it'll make it easier to write and research that topic. And for my juniors, write those CAS reflections. I promise that you have so much more time on your hands as a junior than you will as a senior because you'll have more things to worry about, like college applications and applying for scholarships. And so you really want to take advantage of your time as a junior, and it'll be fresher in your mind, your experiences with your CAS projects, so I definitely recommend that. However, now for my juniors, do not procrastinate your essays, especially on your TOK and EE. Those are super important. You don't want to be looking like that guy who procrastinates and waits till the last minute to do everything and have crazy eye bags. Now for my seniors, you guys, I know for you guys, it's becoming very real and you guys just want to be done. However, you're not done and there's still a lot of work ahead of you. So I recommend that you guys proofread all of your stuff and get those components revised by your teachers because you'll always find something to improve. Also, comply with deadlines, seniors. I promise that you'll have more time that way for college applications and scholarships. You seniors have a lot on your mind. You guys want to travel and make the IB experience worth it. You guys want to leave or stay. I mean, you still want to make your experience worth it in college. Now, guys, seniors, I'm speaking from my experience. Do not take review time for granted. Review time is super important, and at the end, when it's coming close to exams, you guys will be like, man, I wish I had paid attention. Now for the IB teachers. In IB, across all grade levels, you'll find teachers you connect with as a student. A teacher that you'll always gravitate towards for help and advice, whether it be academic or personal. IB allows you to make a bond with your teacher because you'll see them more than just for a year. So again, shout out to Miss Bearstein. Another thing is that your teachers will be a bit more lenient on you and let you be independent. They trust that you'll do the right thing, so don't disappoint them. They're important people in your life, and they need your cooperation in helping to sculpt you not into only a better student, but a better person as well. Now, here are some perks of IB. Speaking of independence, that's definitely a perk. You're in charge of yourself and it feels good. Some of the other perks include being recognized for what you do in school, administration, teachers, and other students will respect that you're an IB. Some personal experience. Once I was doing a review in a random class for English, and I started working on something else because I finished whatever they gave us. And so the teacher asked why, and I just told him that it was an IB, and he was like, oh yeah, go for it, do whatever you want. So it's pretty cool. Also, being with the same people for 4 years is an advantage because you guys become really close and help each other out in all sorts of situations. Okay, so the IB core, this is the boring part, but it's super important. The IB core is comprised of the extended essay, TOK, and CAS. These are all mandatory components of the IB diploma program. The extended essay, or EE, is a research paper of up to 4,000 words, giving you the opportunity to conduct an independent investigation on a topic that interests you. Now, CAS is the range of activities you're in that show creativity, action, and service alongside your academic studies. So you're to record your experiences and reflect on them and how they made you better. Theory of knowledge.